Recorded Books and RB Digital present Deadly Deceit by Natalie Walters, narrated by Morgan Hallett. Chapter 1. In the face of small-town news, all creativity left Vivian DeMarco. And Walton Elementary will raise enough money to support Home for Heroes and end the war, bringing peace to the whole country. And everyone will find true love, have 2 adorable children, a cute puppy. Vivian stamped out the words on her keyboard with more force than necessary. And everyone will be happy and live happily ever after, forever and Yuck. Vivian stopped typing, leaned back in her chair, and exhaled. It's only temporary. Sitting forward, she tapped the delete key. Tap, 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 and then held it down until she erased the last paragraph of her story on Walton Elementary's 5K race to raise money for Home for Heroes. It's only temporary. Those 3 words had become her mantra every day for the last 180 days, though lately she'd recited them to herself less frequently than she had when she first drove into town. A fact that frightened her a little bit. Those 3 words were her daily reminder that this was not where she belonged. It was a means to an end. Clackety-clack, clack. Clack, clackety-clack, clack. Clackety-clack. Ding. Vivian frowned. The vintage typewriter ringtone belonged to only one person, and a quick glance at the time on her phone said it was past his bedtime. Harold? Oh, good. I was hoping you were still up. Harold's twangy voice was barely above a whisper. Where are you, dear? At the office. So late? Doing the final copy editing on a few of my pieces and finishing up some stories. Vivian could hear some noise in the background. Where are you? I just left the... Harold coughed. Excuse me, I'm leaving the basketball game. That explained why her boss was still awake at such a late hour. Harold was an avid sports fan, and the Anderson College men's team had made it to state. Or was it the division finals? That was the other reason why Harold was at the Friday night basketball game. Vivian didn't do sports. She had always been the last one picked in PE and the first one targeted in dodgeball when that heinous sport was allowed in schools. Covering sports was the one thing she wouldn't budge on when it came to her job at the Gazette. She'd cover the insane number of festivals, fundraisers, dedications, cook-offs, and 5K races filling the Walton community calendar, but if Harold wanted a sports story, he'd have to cover it himself. Besides, no one was going to respect a writer who didn't know the difference between an ump and a ref. Did they win? They did. But that's not why I'm calling. Can you meet me at the house? Your house? Vivian looked at the time. It was 11:30. Now? Harold coughed again. Yes, dear. I know it's late, but I need your help. A tingle of worry spread through Vivian's chest at his ominous tone. Are you okay? Oh, yes, dear. He cleared his throat. They used quite a lot of pyrotechnics at the game. Some of the smoke must be bothering my throat. I'll be at the house in 10 minutes. Harold, are you sure this can't wait until tomorrow? I'll even stop by the Way Station Cafe and pick up some cinnamon rolls. Plus, since Carol's out of town, you won't get into trouble. Harold laughed, but it came out choked. I've got a marmalade dropper, and I think it's the story you've been waiting on. Vivian sat forward. Marmalade Dropper was Harold's unique way to tell her he had a story, a big one. But even if he hadn't used his familiar phrase, the fact that he suggested this was her story captured...
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.